going to campus to start dating. How would I date while I'm being supported by my parents?
If it is true, if the love is true, it inaweza anzia campus kama hauna.
Yes. A very good morning to you and hello for joining us to yet another episode of the most brilliant, amazing and mesmerizing episode of social lives in our campus, universities or even higher learning institutions. My name is Kelvin Moshiri, and from wherever you're watching us from, be it in this country, in other different continents, so long as you're on earth, join in, leave a comment, and don't forget to share with your mates.
A very good morning to you wherever you're watching us from the episode of Campus Life. And today we are going to speak about social lives. And to be specific, we are going to talk about relationship. Imagine, you know, in a higher learning institution is where people say that there is where you're going to get your permanent or Mpoa. So our question is it true that in these higher learning institutions is where people get Mpoa and permanent? My name is Vivian Oresha and I'm officially welcoming you to this show. Kabisa.
Nikianza na my experience, nikiingia pale TUM Technical University of Mombasa. My friends found me. My friends found me.
Unajua ukisema your friends found you.
Yes.
Inaweza kuwa ina mean maybe one thing.
Yeah, okay.
Maybe ilikuwa mfuko kidogo.
Mfuko ulikuwa umenona. See hivyo, what happened yet, mimi nikiingia pale campus was focused. Nilikuwa na one goal to achieve what I want to do.
Okay.
Right? Na sikuwa ati nimeenda pale, no, but sisemi in a bad way, but nilikuwa focused. So most of the time nikiattend classes, have zile notes. I guess now most people, ama wale marafiki ambao niko nao waliona kwa this guy is determined ama is focused.
Wanaona hapa tutapata grade.
Yeah, tutapata grades. So my first friends ni watu pale kwa ile class moja yenye tulikuwa, manake mambo na notes na nini. And most of them walikuwa male friends, apart from two female friends ambao waliona kweli huyu kijana anajituma.
Okay.
Yeah, just two friends ambao sasa tulisafiri nao moja kwa moja hadi tukatamatisha masomo yangu. Yes.
Like your first friends mlipatana in class?
Yeah, in class.
In class.
Yes.
Wow, classmates.
Wale classmates.
Not roommates.
Not roommates. Unajua roommates mtapatana mtaongea, but yet unajua there is a kuna ile friendship bado. Ile tu mnaongea maana yake you have found yourself in a similar situation, mko kwa room moja. So your interaction is a must. Yeah. So mnaongea nini, but not yet friends. Yeah.
For me it was different. Me my first friends tulipatana orientation.
Why?
It is your first days in campus. You fresh in what you don't know. Huko ni wapi unapotea. Sijui kama wewe ulipotea pia, unaambiwa mnafaa muende mahali fulani, wewe umeenda huko.
Kupotea lazima. Utakosaje kupotea? It's your first time there.
Orientation ndio mnaonyeshwa kidogo, mnafaa mkue huku ni huku hivyo. Sasa orientation hasa hapo mahali tumekaa, unajua mimi I am not an introvert. Nikikaa na watu lazima tuzungumze.
Ni extrovert hatari.
So that's where I met my first friends, and my first friends were male friends.
What?
Yes.
Is it possible for a lady or a man to have opposite gender as friends?
Yeah, it
literally, kwanza especially kwa mahali kama higher learning institutions, at a time where everybody is trying to explore, to understand themselves.
Yeah.
How?
It is possible. Imagine it is possible for a person to have an opposite gender as a friend, a person who is an opposite gender as a friend. It is very, with no strings attached. And to date, we are still friends with those people whom I met orientation. Yes. We are still friends.
Wow.
What about you?
Mine was different.
Are they still your friends?
Yes, they're still friends, but not as intact as before while we were still in campus.
Okay.
You see, while we were in campus, we are so intact because we had to, group works we did together, studying, and all those activities, especially academic activities, we did them together. So we were, most of the time you were interact to ask where we were at different times. Then you'd organize group works and all that. But outside the classroom, no. There were no other activities that were going on.
Okay. For me, it's different because we were not doing same course. It was different. They are students of nursing, and I'm a student of journalism. So what made us to be intact is friendship. Did you ever hear of something like that before you joined?
Yes, opinions kama hizo zilikuwa absolutely. Kwanza watu wangu wa kule bara, nikwambia naenda pale Mombasani na walisema sasa huyu atatuletea Mswahili, hata watu wa Mombasani kule sijui Wadigo nini. Hii ilikuwa of course. But sasa kwa ground mimi mwenyewe nikiwa the driver of my life. Totally different.
Very different. For you, you did not have that mindset.
I did not have that mindset of going to campus to start dating. How would I date when I'm being supported by my parents? Sitengenezi pesa yangu, mimi nasoma. Sasa nitaanzaje ku have intimate relationship with whoever that I find, yet I cannot even provide for myself. So there's no way I would say that I will date, take someone out, or even engage in other activities where I'm still under the roof of
your parents.
So
in your 4 years, you've never even thought of that?
I have thought. Of course it is a thought. We are human beings, you must think. All right? I thought of it, but now I had to separate the wheat from the chaff.
Okay.
The reality is, there is the thought, but I cannot have those friends that I had that were dating. During our first year we were together, but now as we proceeded, they changed their career. They went to different careers, career choice, and they were dating. And until now they are still together, but they have not married, but they are still dating.
They're still together.
Yeah, they are still together.
Okay, so you don't believe in the norm that you can date in campus and end up as it will end up like successful.
You see, one thing I believe is, as a man, if you are making your own money,
so you have to have your money.
You have to make your own money. The main issue there is money.
So for you, relationship can't work without money.
Money is prominent. As as a provider,
for
you
me,
see,
as
a man,
a different thought.
As a man and a provider, you see, when you're the man, you're the provider of probably most of things. Na kabisa manake kwa mwanamume ndo unaenda nje sana so kutafuta. Now especially now, things are changing. Na mambo yamebadilika kwa hata pia unapatana pia na wanawake wako kazini wanatafuta. But if you go back to tradition and things that were being done, the man was the one who's supposed to go and work and then just provide.
So you don't believe like a man can date without money?
It's impossible.
For me, mine is different.
Tell us your story. And this is a very good discussion because now we are giving perspectives. The male perspective, the female perspective. Perspective.
For me, it can work because I have seen many successful stories on dating, on relationship that have worked without money. Students, okay, when you are in a higher learning institution, you're being supported with your parents. Maybe they are paying everything for you, and you have seen a lady umempenda nini, so you'll be like, okay, until when I'll start working, or wacha hiyo iende, utapata mwingine in future. Was that you?
Absolutely. Every day I came across very beautiful ladies. To be honest, ni ukweli unapitana na beautiful ladies. Wako pale mazika, mtoto wako ndo ameingia campus, now she's young, beautiful, amazing. But now siwezi, yani yes unaona hivyo, but back to reality. The goal lazima urudi kwa reality, ujue kwamba hapa mimi ni mwanafunzi.
Unaenda out kutembea, just a walk. You understand each other, you don't have money. See your students. Okay, I'm being supported by my parents, you being supported with your parents. So both of us, we don't have money. We love each other. We understand each other. We can just go for a walk and go and come back. And if I have my little savings as a lady, I can decide, let us buy pin pop as we walk along.
Na hiyo pesa ya pin pop itakuwa umetoa wapi?
See, I've saved from my savings.
Savings from?
See, you have, okay, even if your parents are supporting you, you cannot say you don't have savings hata kama ni kidogo.
Si ndio, lakini unajua ile savings bado unaitoa wapi? Unaitoa kwa ile pesa ya wazazi.
Or 10 or nini. Okay, you hata unaweza kuwa una save kama 10 year 5 bob. Unaona? If you're supposed to eat 50 for lunch, you decide let me eat 40 and keep 10 bob.
Keep 10 bob, yes.
The savings. So at the end of the day, maybe you were to go to for a walk on Saturday. So you take maybe your 30 shillings there, and you go with it. You buy Mahindi Choma and you walk and you do stories.
You eat stories. You beat stories. Yeah. Okay.
It is, for me, it is very possible because I've seen successful stories on relationships and in campus. Because for me, I believe it's not about money. It's about how are you people intact? How do mnapendana kivipi? If your mindset is like, I want to have a lot of money so that
haitaifika hiyo siku, itafika yenye ambapo utakuwa na pesa.
Inaweza kosa kufika hiyo siku. Inaweza kosa. Possibilities are high because your expectation is so high.
It's so high.
But if you're like, what I have is what I'm going to start with. I want to have a lady who will love me for who I am. Unaona? Now, God forbid, you can be having a job today and tomorrow you don't have that job.
Absolutely.
So let me say, okay, you have gotten this lady and you're having a job. Then job yako ishe kesho. And the lady amekupenda because you're stable, you're having a job and everything. You know the lady anaweza enda. Because alikupata ukiwa nayo. Si alikupata ukiwa job ukiwa na pesa. Alafu sasa hapo hauna.
Sasa hapo ndo now that's where you find now the decision is for the lady. Sasa ndo unapata kama msichana ni wa kuelewa ama ataenda.
But if kama ni true love inaanzia hata campus. Me, that is what I know.
Inaanzia mapema.
Inaweza. If it is true, if the love is true, it inaanzia campus kama hauna.
Yes.
Because the lady atakupenda wewe for who you are. See, for what you have.
Exactly.
So by the time hata ukose kupata, the love will be just itakuwa
intact.
Itakuwa intact. So umenijoin.
Sijakuja. Nasema hivi, maana wewe umeguzia pesa zikienda sasa msichana ndo unasema at the end of it all. Ile pesa ambayo mwanaume anatengeneza, anaitengeneza as the provider. Maana anajua I'm providing for my home. Si unaona? So the decision ni kama ule msichana at the time when walipatana akiwa na pesa. Na sasa pesa za mwanaume sasa kazi imeisha, hakuna pesa. Then the decision is sasa msichana ndo atadecide kama ilikuwa ni ya pesa. Unaona, yeye ndo atadecide kama of which most cases huwa zinaenda hivyo. They break up. Manake now if the man cannot fulfill his duty of providing.
Sawa hata akienda.
Sasa utafanya nini? Si unamwacha aende manake.
Sasa unaona hii ya campus iko better. Juu amekupata bila, so ukiwa ama hauna anakupenda tu.
Anakupenda tu.
Hata stick by your side.